Ho, ho, ho. It's Christmas time, and one of the best things you can do this time of year is think about selecting your Christmas tree. And what better choice do you have than these gorgeous pines that we've got here at Burnett's on Barney. Now these Pinus radiata are pretty much the standard Christmas tree that you're going to have as a cut tree in your house. The thing to remember with these, if you do buy one, they do need some aftercare. So what we need to do is ensure that once the tree's brought home, you're going to actually use a good hand saw, pruning saw, and take about 1 centimetre off the stem of the tree. The reason we do that is then we immediately place it into water, so that's going to allow this tree to take moisture back up through into the foliage and hold those needles over the Christmas season. One of the things you need to be aware of though is that they do tend to drop a fair few needles. How do you overcome that? Well, buy yourself a can of really cheap hairspray and spray the entire tree before you start to decorate. There's a few cautions here with any type of Christmas tree, particularly live ones, that once you've put lights, etc. onto the tree, don't leave those lights on and leave the tree unattended. We don't want any fire hazards happening over Christmas. The other thing to remember too is you don't need to put any special type of additive into the water that your tree's in. It just needs clean water. So no Coca-Cola, no aspirins, no fertilisers, it just needs water. It will take up about 4 litres of water once you've made that first cut, about 1 centimetre of stem off. It'll take up about 4 litres in that first day. After that, it's going to drink probably 1 to 2 litres a day. So check the volume of the water in your container as you progress through Christmas to keep this tree nice and healthy. And you'll be singing along Jingle Bells. The perfect stand for your Christmas tree is one of these purpose-built ones. They have a reservoir in the base and they sit very firmly and straight across the floor, giving good support to your tree, and you can just continue to add your water into the reservoir as the tree needs it. Perfect for your Christmas tree. Besides having cut trees for Christmas, you can go with a living alternative. Now this is a perfect example of the types of trees that you can use as an alternative to either a faux Christmas tree or a live cut tree. First off, we've got this beautiful blue spruce, which is a real European traditional Christmas tree. Grown in a container, you can have these indoors for short installations. You could then go out and put it into the garden after Christmas, or you could pot it up into a larger size container and grow it through for next year, ready for decoration. A beautiful addition to any Christmas decorations in the house. As an alternative again, an Australian one is this lovely woolly bush. This is Adenanthus. It's a gorgeous Australian native. It's got a lovely soft feel to it. The silvery foliage gives that appearance of snow and it decorates really nicely. This too can continue to be grown in a container if you take it up into another size pot after Christmas or plant it out in the garden. Makes a fantastic specimen shrub. The next one, everybody probably knows these if you live in Kiama. This is the famous Araucaria heterophylla, the Norfolk Island pine. It makes a great potted Christmas tree. You can hang lots of baubles off these branches. Wonderful tree. Caution though, if you do decide to put it in your garden after Christmas, it will grow into a very large tree. So maybe best if you keep it in a container and grow it on for next year. And don't forget, if you're thinking about live trees or other decorations for Christmas, you can't go past the Christmas bush. The red Christmas bush here, fantastic for display in your Christmas decorations. And another alternative for a tree, this is only a small specimen, but it's a lily pilly. These are fantastic plants that could be grown in a container and you can train them into a conical shape so that in another year's time or in 2 years' time and continue to grow them through, you'll have this beautiful topiary type tree that you can use for decoration. So a few alternatives to the cut tree and the faux tree. So get growing. Ho, ho, ho.